I'm Beth Bowles with the University of Florida Escambia County Extension, and butterfly gardening is one of the favorite types of gardening for so many people in our area. And they're thinking about plants that really both bring in the butterflies and then also adding those host sites that keep them reproducing in your garden. Now, a lot of the butterfly plants that we grow, because we get cooler in the winter, they do freeze back. So it's good to incorporate some plants into your butterfly garden that will have more of a permanence. And one of those here is the glossy abelia. This is a wonderful plant that you can grow that's available in local nurseries that has these nice canes that come up. It's a multi-stemmed and will have this arching look that is very graceful. The good thing about glossy abelia, like its name, the leaves are very shiny, so they kind of reflect that sunlight. It loves to be in sun or partial shade. And then the color on it with the flower is what attracts the most attention. The flowers will be kind of white with a little bit of pink, but the part of the flower called the sepal is what has this rosy color to it, and they persist for a long time on this plant. It's a very easy one to grow in your butterfly garden, getting occasional water if we don't get rainfall, but there's not a lot of work to do. Maybe if you didn't like something arching up too high, you could selectively prune that back to keep the plant at a different size. But glossy abelia, the good old-fashioned one, is a wonderful butterfly and pollinator plant that you should incorporate into your garden. If you don't like this color and want a little smaller selection and a little bit of variegated foliage, let's go look at one that's called Little Lemon. Now, if the glossy abelia is a little bit big for your location, the nursery industry has developed so many different hybrids of abelia that there's a lot of variety for you in size and leaf color. The lemon variety here, the advantage is the new foliage comes out with a center of green and a margin of yellow, and then that will change to a creamy white as that foliage ages. This one will prefer a little bit of shade, especially in the afternoon, and an occasional watering, but it still offers you that attractiveness to our butterflies that are visiting our garden and our bees that are moving through. Because the foliage is variegated, the flowers are not going to show up and be quite as showy as your glossy abelia, but you're really growing this for the variegated foliage that it offers throughout the growing season. So when you're thinking about a butterfly plant, you still want to grow those things like pentas and porterweed that are really good nectar plants, but those will freeze. So really consider adding some of these shrubs that have more of a permanence in the butterfly garden. For more information on butterfly plants or attracting pollinators, contact us here at the University of Florida, Escambia County Extension.